advice for dealers out that are watching and listening right now, and they're in that boat where they want to make that phone call, they want to connect with that customer, they want to resolve this, but they don't necessarily have been ever trained on how to, sometimes hostage negotiations, it feels like maybe a few tips on how you have that conversation.
Sure. It's a great question. I think the first most important thing is to eliminate a culture of, yeah, but we were right.
Yeah.
We didn't do anything. We didn't do anything wrong. You have to eliminate that culture because it really doesn't matter. If you don't fix the problem, it's going to get worse. Now, some dealers say, hey, I'd rather just leave it alone, not spend the money. And if it blows up, and I'll deal with it. Well, that's not what I would advocate. That's not the right way to do things, in my opinion. The first, I guess, most important thing is to not be defensive.
Yes, exactly.
It's probably the first and most important rule. Overall, don't be defensive. You call the customer, you say, I understand you have a problem. I want to be helpful to you. I want to fix the problem, and I don't want you to be upset with us. When can you come in and see me? And you mentioned hostage negotiations. You can't fix a problem on the phone.
That's true.
You just, unless you're Chris Voss. If you're Chris Voss, you can fix it. He's the hostage negotiator who teaches negotiations now. But unless you're him, you can't fix a problem on the phone if you're a car dealer. You've got to have the customer come in. And that part of that is having them invest the time and the energy in order to fix the problem. Because if they can just hang up the phone and say, screw them, and I'm not doing that, or whatever it may be, they're not invested in the process. You'll never fix it. So having them come in is the second, I would say, most important step. And then at the first meeting, setting expectations that, hey, I'm not going to resolve everything today. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to take notes. It's really important. The third most important thing is, I would say, the customer has to feel like you listened to their problem. Yes. And really understood it. Because unless you listen to the whole story, and you've got to let them tell you the whole story, unless you listen to all that, you really don't understand what they went through, and you don't understand where the potential problems are within your operation, just like you said.